How's it going, YouTube? I kind of have put together a video of shit Preston's asked me to do, like show his room, stuff like that. So we'll get on to that. I also have been talking about stickers a lot lately. I thought I had an idea nailed down, and then I thought I had an idea nailed down, and then I threw that out, and then I figured I would just come back with some text, and I'd call that good. And then I thought, well, I have Preston figure something out. So I told Preston that he needed to draw him and I and his sister in a picture with tools in our hands. So Preston drew himself, he drew me, and he drew the tools for Blair, but Blair drew her. So this is designed basically by Blair and Preston, and I sent a message to Signman to see if he can do stickers, because I remember Darren talking about them. If not, I'm going to have to try to find somebody around here. And I took Cecil's sticker that I got and traced out the size of his, so I'd have an idea what to work with. So, lo and behold, this is what Preston come up with. And you can see there's Blair, and that's me, and that's Preston. He wanted hammers. And then we put Big Eric's garage across the top, and then you can see there, I can't read what we wrote down there, it's backwards. I'll follow our adventure to see what happens next. Because my station's turned into kind of a vlog station, until I can get a shop up that kind of, you know, doesn't directly point to one thing or another, just what we're doing from day to day. But that's definitely the sticker I want to have made. Preston was very proud of this. So, very, very proud. So, if I can find out if that can be made into a sticker, hopefully it can. I don't think it can be the style that some of them have been made into, the several pieces, you know, when you lay it down there's two pieces. I think this will have to be more of a peel and stick sticker, but I could be wrong. Very happy with how he drew us. Like I say, you know, from the mind of a 7-year-old, that's how he envisions this. So he wanted his own sticker in his own channel, but Mom told him this is where he's going to start. So, you know, down the road, if after the shop gets put up and that, maybe at that time I'll design a different sticker for just me, and then he can have his own. But this is going, hopefully this is going to be the original sticker. So if you guys like it, I hope so. like I said, he definitely he tried, you know, and that looks like it would be fairly quick drawing, but he actually took his time. I drew a box, and you know, said you have to draw them in this, you have to make me taller, and figure out you and Blair, you know. So like I said, it's different. It's very different. So I hope that can be used, because he really likes it, and he wants to send them out. So I will now, let's see, it's 1:15 in the morning, get on with a video that I started this morning, and I may add in some of the stuff I did at the track throughout, or at the end. Real quickly, I did, like I said in my last video, drop 8.5 pounds, and what else? Oh, and I went from 6 to 7 laps. I was doing 6 laps in 31 minutes. Tonight I did, and my wife included, we did 7 laps in 32 minutes and 40 some seconds. So very happy about that. Very happy. But so anyway, enough of this, and onward to the video that shot earlier today. Hope you enjoy. That's about Preston. What's up, YouTube? Here's Preston.
Hi.
Blair.
Hi.
They're playing on the computer. Keeps them quiet. I just throwing a video together. Guess I come in to get the camera. I was going to show you some of the stuff in Preston's room, but we're gearing up for football, as you all know, and the head coach on the team, I will assistant coach this year. I'll help. The head coach is a huge Cowboys fan. Go Cowboys if y'all like them. I can't stand them. I just don't like them. I'm a Steelers fan. Always have been. Love the Steelers. So we needed to come up with a team name, and we figured we both needed to agree on a team. The head coach's second favorite team is the Steelers, but we didn't feel that it was fair that I got my first pick, and you know, and he had to change. So we just kept going down the line until we met. My second favorite team is Green Bay. The head coach, his third team is Green Bay. So we went with Green Bay. The kids will play under the Green Bay name this year. So these are the cleats that we picked up for Preston. The green Under Armour. They're shiny. You get a light on here, you can see them a little better. You know, they're real glossy, shiny finish. They have a real nice cleat on them. Good grip cleat. When I was playing, they didn't have Under Armour. They had Nike, Reebok, stuff like that. I was a fan of Nikes. It seems to be nowadays the kids and that are big fan of Under Armour. I don't know how they feel. I've never wore a pair, but they're mid-high, so they'll help his ankles from getting hurt. And he says they feel much better than his cleats last year, which were a Nike cleat. So we got those. On the first, let me turn this light off. On the first, we will pick up his gear. Now, Now, we don't have to buy all their gear, but Preston's pretty dedicated, and I think, you know, I can get him his shoulder pads and that, and I know you can't see me. Get his shoulder pads. They're a little big, not much. He'll be able to play this season, next season in them. His helmet, you know, it goes from I think it's like 21 to 23-inch circumference on the head for his size helmet. He's just at 21 3/4 or something, whatever it is. He's just there. So he'll be able to play this season, next season, maybe a third in that helmet. So, you know, it's a good investment. I'll definitely, we'll get our money's worth out of it. And it's all his gear. He can bring it home. And, you know, we can practice throughout the year. No, you're not eating them in there. You can eat them in there. So, anyway, I was going to show you some of the stuff Preston likes in his room here. Why? I don't know. He wanted me to show everybody. So, first off, that's his nickname. That's Mama calls him Bubba. As you can see, it looks like they're made out of deer horns or antlers or a rack or whatever you fucking call them exactly. But this is what he's in. He likes skulls. Loves skulls. This here is a horse skull. It was one of his grandpa's racing horses. It's got the jawbone, which is pretty rare. Usually that gets carried off first. Bring him back in there. And you know, it's missing a couple of its front teeth, but that's alright. He likes this style. Of course, he would love to have a real mount, but those are expensive. This one here is another horse skull. You can see it was smaller. Also one of his grandpa's horses. This horse was struck by lightning. So after it died or after it was killed by the lightning, they just drug it out into one of their back fields, and it laid there, and that's what we ended up with. No jawbone on that one. This here is a dog. It was a pit bull, from what I understand. I think I thought it was a coyote skull, but somebody told me they thought it was a pit skull. You can see here it's been shot. It was shot in the head. That's why I think it was a coyote skull. But this one here, and they look very, very familiar. This one's got all the teeth, the jawbone, everything, and the jawbone removes. Looks absolutely identical to that one, but this one, the guy that gave it to Preston said it was a pit skull. So I don't know. Maybe they're both pits, but I like that one. This one here is cow skull. It's missing it. You can see it. It hangs crooked. It, you know, it's not flat like that. It's missing this side of its jawbone. It's old. This is really old. We found that out in one of the fields, and he just had to bring it home, so here it is. One reason he liked it is this is the first one he found with the horns still attached. That one there is a buffalo skull. He got that from one of his, I think it'd be a great uncle that lives up in Idaho. The casings for the horns do come off. Let's see, so, which I thought was pretty neat. And they were real nice, but we had it sitting outside. It didn't stink. We just had it sitting out there, and the dogs got a hold of the horns and chewed them up a little bit. But it's missing the nose piece. It's okay. Pretty cool skull, you know, a buffalo skull. Then over there, that is another cow skull. You can see the horn's been clipped on that one, and no jaw in that one. And that one there is probably a little bit older. It is a pretty cool one. So that's kind of the thing that he likes. Also, I was going to show you this. I'll bring it over here. There's a little bit better light. That, my friends, is a frog. It is a absolutely 100% real frog with all the guts and everything still in it. What you see down here is glue. The foam is, it's oh, what kind of glue is this on that frog? Gorilla Glue. Foams up white. It gets so hot here, the frogs will come out, and at night when it rains, and it gets so hot so quick they can't get back into hiding, and they'll just basically turn into a piece of beef jerky laying there on the rocks. His grandpa found this one laying there, and thought, well, that looks cool, so he glued it to a piece of wood, gave it to Preston, and it looks like he's, you know, dancing on a piece of wood. I had to repair the arm. It did crack from Preston screwing with it, and I had to do a little glue repair on the leg there and re-glue it down. I will paint this all green again. It was just on raw piece of wood. I did paint the wood green to make it look like it was on a lily pad, but it's pretty neat. Preston last year had a whole collection of these that were all dried out and wanted to glue them to wood and sell them, but he never was able to follow through. I guess I could have helped him, but he wanted to do it. This year we're not out in the country, so we don't see the frogs like we did out there, so we haven't had any this year, or that or the snakes. So, but anyway, that's his frog. Pretty cool, I think. So, and this is his first rack. Him and I, it's actually both of ours. Him and I shot this deer. It was mule deer. It's our first. His granddad hooked it to a piece of wood for him, and we hung it above his door. These mounts, these skulls are considered a mount, and I forget, European mount is what they call them, and he's really into it. So he said to show that to everybody on YouTube, so I did. Our weather's been a little strange here lately. Last night at about 2 in the morning we had a huge storm roll in. and it was nasty, a big nasty storm. And see if you can see this through my shades here, or maybe I can open them up. The dead spot in my lawn that I did the video on earlier this month, I have been able to shrink it. You know, the spot was like this big. It was very big. So I've got that down. Cecil did ask if I got my watering all figured out. And yeah, it's I'm watering twice a day now, every day for an hour. I water it about 10 at night. I've got 3 sections that waters for an hour. Here at 10 it waters on my back lawn over here, the back section, for an hour, and then on this side of the house for 20 minutes. And I do that twice a day. I'll be right back.